In 2015, Elon Musk was scared. Not of competition, not of regulation. He was scared of artificial intelligence. He believed I could become the most dangerous technology ever created. More powerful than nuclear weapons. More destabilizing than the internet. And worse. Controlled by a handful of corporations. That's where Sam Altman enters the story. At the time, Sam Altman was not a celebrity, not a billionaire, not a tech icon. He was the president of Y Combinator, a connector, a networker, someone who knew everyone in Silicon Valley, and someone Elon trusted. Together they launched OpenAI. The promise was radical: no profit motive, no shareholders, no corporate control. OpenAI would exist for one reason only: to make sure artificial intelligence benefited humanity. Elon Musk funded it. He recruited talent. He lent his name, his credibility, and his influence. This wasn't charity. This was Elon trying to prevent an AI apocalypse. At least that's how it started. Behind the scenes, problems appeared early. OpenAI was expensive. Very expensive. Top A. AI researchers demanded massive salaries. Compute costs exploded. Servers burned cash. And OpenAI had a problem. A non-profit cannot compete with Google, or Facebook, or Microsoft. Not without money. A lot of money. Elon began pushing for control. He wanted OpenAI to move faster. He wanted tighter leadership. He wanted more influence over the direction. According to internal accounts, Elon even suggested OpenAI should become part of Tesla. That didn't sit well with Sam Altman. This is where the relationship fractures. Sam believed OpenAI needed independence. Elon believed it needed power and resources. Both believed they were right, and both believed the other was a risk. In 2018, Elon Musk walked away. Publicly, it was framed as a conflict of interest. Tesla was building AI. OpenAI was building AI. Privately, the split was colder. Elon lost influence. Sam gained control. And OpenAI moved on without its most famous founder. That's when the real transformation began. In 2019, OpenAI made a decision that changed everything. They created something new. A capped profit company. OpenAI LP. This was the loophole. Officially, OpenAI was still about safety. But now, investors could make money. Lots of money. As long as profits were capped. This is the moment Elon calls the betrayal. The nonprofit he funded became a profit-driven machine. Quietly. Legally. But fundamentally different. Then came Microsoft. In 2019, Microsoft invested $1 billion. Later, that number exploded. 10 billion. Exclusive cloud deals. Exclusive access to OpenAI's models. OpenAI was no longer open. It was closed, commercial, and deeply tied to big tech. Exactly what Elon said he was trying to prevent. By 2022, OpenAI released ChatGPT, and everything changed. Overnight, it became the fastest-growing consumer app in history. Users flooded in. Corporations lined up. Governments paid attention. OpenAI wasn't just relevant. It was dominant. And suddenly that capped profit structure mattered a lot. Because OpenAI's valuation skyrocketed. Estimates climbed. $30 billion, $50 billion, $80 billion. Some estimates went even higher. Elon Musk watched from the outside. The organization he helped create was now worth tens of billions. And he owned none of it. No equity, no control, no influence. Just regret. This is where the story turns personal. Elon didn't just feel excluded. He felt deceived. He accused OpenAI of abandoning its mission, of becoming a closed-source subsidiary of Microsoft, of prioritizing profit over safety. In his words, OpenAI had become exactly what it was created to stop. Sam Altman saw it differently. He argued the mission never changed. Only the structure did. That without money, OpenAI would be irrelevant. And irrelevant AI is useless AI. In his mind, compromise was survival. Two men. Same origin story. Completely different interpretations. One sees betrayal. The other sees evolution. In November 2023, OpenAI detonated itself. Without warning, the board fired Sam Altman. No press tour, no transition plan. Just a cold statement saying he was not consistently candid. The tech world froze. Microsoft had invested over $10 billion into OpenAI. Their entire AI strategy depended on Sam. Within hours, Microsoft executives were on emergency calls. If Sam was out, the deal was at risk. If the deal collapsed, Microsoft was exposed. Then came the panic. OpenAI employees woke up to the news like everyone else. They had no explanation, no evidence, no roadmap, and they revolted. Over 700 employees signed a letter, almost the entire company. The message was simple: bring Sam back, or we quit. This wasn't loyalty. It was leverage. Microsoft made its move. They offered Sam a new AI lab inside Microsoft, a public signal. If OpenAI didn't want him, Microsoft would. That was the checkmate. Within 5 days, the board collapsed. Members resigned. Apologies were issued. Sam Altman walked back in. But this wasn't a return. It was a takeover. Sam came back as CEO with more power than before. A reshaped board, weakened oversight, stronger corporate alignment. The same board that claimed he was unsafe surrendered completely. And that moment revealed the truth. When safety conflicts with money, money wins. When ideals threaten valuation, ideals disappear. OpenAI was created to prevent concentration of power. In November 2023, it proved it couldn't resist it. This wasn't a misunderstanding. It was a coup that failed. And the victory didn't belong to safety. It belonged to capital. Then came the lawsuits. In 2024, Elon Musk sued OpenAI and Sam Altman. The accusation? That OpenAI violated its founding principles, that it misled donors, that it turned a non-profit promise into a for-profit empire. This wasn't about money alone. This was about legacy. Elon wasn't trying to get rich from OpenAI. He was trying to rewrite the story, to prove he was right all along. That Sam Altman took his vision and bent it into something else. Sam responded calmly. He denied wrongdoing, denied deception, denied betrayal, and OpenAI kept growing. Elon Musk didn't just file a lawsuit, he declared war. After watching OpenAI turn into a profit machine, Elon made a decision. If he couldn't stop them, he would compete with them. And he moved fast. In 2023, Elon launched xAI, not as a research lab, as a direct weapon. Its mission was clear: build an alternative to OpenAI. One controlled by him. One he claimed would pursue truth. Then came Grok. Grok wasn't just another chatbot. It was trained on something OpenAI could never touch. Twitter, now called X. Elon owned the fire hose. Real-time human behavior, arguments, trends, breaking news, raw data at planetary scale. He stripped that data, fed it into his own models, and turned X into a training ground. This wasn't accidental. It was strategic. OpenAI had Microsoft. Elon had distribution, attention, and control over one of the largest data platforms on Earth. From that moment, this stopped being personal drama. It became an arms race. Who controls the most data? Who ships the fastest model? Who becomes the default AI layer for humanity? The prize isn't a chatbot, it's AGI. And AGI isn't worth billions, it's worth trillions. This is no longer about betrayal. It's about domination. Here's the uncomfortable truth. No one stole OpenAI, but something was taken. Control, direction, ideology, and in Silicon Valley. Those matter as much as equity. Elon Musk helped create OpenAI. Sam Altman turned it into an $80 billion powerhouse. Both claim to protect humanity. Both accuse the other of endangering it. This isn't just a tech story. It's a story about power. About what happens when ideals meet money. When safety meets scale. When founders lose control of what they built. And the final irony? Elon Musk didn't stop AI. He accelerated it. By leaving, he created the very vacuum that allowed OpenAI to become unstoppable. The betrayal wasn't a single moment. It was a slow drift, one decision at a time, until the mission changed without anyone ringing a bell. Today, OpenAI shapes the future of artificial intelligence, and Elon Musk is fighting from the outside, not to reclaim ownership, but to reclaim the narrative. Because in tech, the biggest losses aren't always financial. Sometimes they're personal. Subscribe to know more.